beautiful people. Good evening. Good evening, Obodo fam. How's everyone doing? Thank you very much for being here today. I salute you. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Give this video a thumbs up before we start. Once we start, I usually do not remember to ask people to subscribe. Okay, so if you like what we are doing here and you want to support us, one of the ways that you can do so is by subscribing. A lot of people watch the show from television. Unfortunately, for most people, you cannot subscribe on TV. So you can use your phone to subscribe and carry on watching on your TV. So please subscribe on your phones, on your iPads, your laptops, and any other device apart from TV. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you to all my returning subscribers, all my members. I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you for what you're doing to support us. And thank you to all the people who support me on Patreon as well. I've got Patreon. A lot of people don't know that I have Patreon, but I do have Patreon. And all the information for my Patreon is in the description box of every of my show, every of my video. So Patreon, for those who don't know, is a site where you can support your favorite influencers. Timothy, thank you so much for the other day. I appreciate you for your contribution. God bless you. Yeah, Patreon is a platform where you can support your YouTubers, influencer. If you feel like you want to support them monthly, for as little as $1, $2 monthly, you can do it on Patreon. So the information is there in the description box, or if you just go to Patreon and click on and check Obodo Ibo TV, you will see us there. Thank you so much. I hope my fan is not making noise. I have a fan that is, if it's making noise, if you can hear the noise in the background, let me turn it off. It's so hot. It's really, really hot. So I have my fan on. Can you hear me loud and clear, or is it noisy? Let me turn it off. Mojishola, thank you. Thank you so much. You listen. Yeah, you are subscribed. That's why you are here. All the people in my comment section, I know they are subscribers because it's subscribers only that we usually do for the live shows. So if you are not a subscriber, you can usually not contribute when we are doing the live shows. You can't write your comment. So if you cannot write your comment and you keep wondering why you can't comment when you're on YouTube, why you can't post on the live chat, is because you are not subscribed. Great. So I said I had a story I wanted to share with you guys in my last show that we did on I think it was Sunday. We had that show about it was a panel. I said I have a peculiar one that I wanted to share with you guys today about imported wives. You guys know that the issue of imported wife is one that we've been battling with on this platform. A lot of imported wives have come here to share their stories with us, and still more, many more in my DM, in my WhatsApp, who are still talking. Some want to share, some can't share because of various issues in their situations. Oh my God, it's non-stop, my people. It's non-stop. It's really non-stop. Somebody said in our WhatsApp today, our UK WhatsApp, someone said today that Africans is like African women. We are the ones that, black women generally are the ones that endure DV the most. Like, we have the capacity to put up with DV so much, so much. And that's why, to some people now, it feels weird. It seems strange that all of a sudden, you know, uh, people are talking now, but the issues have always been there. It's not today, not be today. All these issues have always been there. It's just that nobody talks about them, nobody addresses them. If you reflect and you think about your family, your neighborhood where you grew up, in Nigeria, you will know one or two people that have experienced one form of DV or the other. Yeah, the issues have always been there. It's just that in our society, we come from a hush society where everybody tells you, "Gbenu ẹ sọ̀hún, má sọ̀rọ̀, don't say anything, don't say anything, keep quiet, you will disgrace the family." You know, you will disgrace the family. You are not respecting the family. Don't bring your matter out. But we all know how that ends. It usually doesn't end well. Monilola, ethnic minorities that endure DV the most. Yeah. They don't report. They suffer in silence. Yeah. Even those who report will back out last minute because they're always thinking about, pushback from family, from pastors, from this, from that. So we're going to be quick today. Once I don't have guests, we usually finish on time because I'm the one that is narrating the story. So it's a couple of emails. I've got about four of them, but they are not too long. So I'll read them to you according to how I received them. That so that we'll have a chat about the issues thereafter and possibly find some solution for this young lady because she's watching. Okay. So I'm just going to start with the very first one she sent to me. She said, "Hello, Auntie B. How are you doing? My name is da 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 da. I am 28 years old." So she's 28. And I am Nigerian by tribe or by country. I am not educated because I come from a poor background and my daddy passed when I was just a child. I struggled even to write my WAEC. And then I got impregnated by the guy, and the one guy who said he wanted to help me further my education. But when I got pregnant, he dropped me. I later had a son out of wedlock at the age of 19. Okay? Guys, follow the story. Oh. Let us just follow the story gradually because I'll try to, paraphrase sometimes so that we'll have more clarity. So she had a baby at 19. She said, "I suffered a lot with the pregnancy and even to feed my son. But my son is currently with my family in the village. I met my husband who was based in the UK. He's 50 years old. Okay? 50 years. All right? So this guy is 50 minus 28. That's about 12. Is it? Is this 12? Or is my maths wrong? Is that 22? I don't know. You guys do the maths. What's my maths is not my strong suit. 50 minus 28. Is that 22? I think it's 22. Yeah, those 22 years. Yeah, 22. Yeah. So he said that she met the guy who was 50 years old and he came to Nigeria back in 2014 while she was working as a sales girl. He visited Nigeria and they started a relationship. A year later, he told her that he wanted to marry her. And he said he was married before and he has two children and he was divorced from the woman because the woman is a witch. All right? Red flag, red flag. I can hear somebody there blowing whistle and saying red flag, red flag. Oh my God. See, I'm not laughing at her. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing at the helplessness, the way I feel today. I feel so helpless. I feel tired. I feel drained. Honestly, there are so many people on my WhatsApp, so many issues. The issues are too many. And I'm just, I don't know, I feel tired. So, the man told her that his first wife is a witch, and that's why they are no longer together. And he said, and she went on to say, and he promised me heaven and earth. I was thinking he's an angel that God sent to me in my darkest hour. So Ida came down to Nigeria. They did their traditional marriage and did their court marriage as well. She said, Auntie B, I came to the UK and she came to the UK this year and everything changed when I got here. Everything he told me about his previous marriage are all lies. Hmm. He told me he didn't bring any woman from Nigeria. It's a lie. And then she said, I'm worried now that I want to have a baby for him and I can't stay indoors without working. I know I'm not educated, but some jobs, they don't need education, like cleaner. Smart girl. And to be honest, she writes very well for the level of education she has. And then went on to say, uh, thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm beginning to feel the strain now because it's not just the information about the people that I'm hearing, it's the backlash and a lot of people that are just, people that just they will come and just say all sorts of things and oh my god, it's like I'm like, oh my god. Okay, let me carry on with the story. I'm reading. So she said that okay, where did I stop? Okay, he said he told me he never imported a lady, but his lies. I'm worried that I want to have a baby for him and I can't stay indoors without working. I know I'm not educated, but some just don't need education like cleaner. Auntie B, he doesn't want me to go to the hospital for checkup. He told me nothing is wrong with him because this is what he promised me in Nigeria that immediately I came to the UK, we will go for checkup. Because before I came to the UK, I thought it was 50. Now I find out that he's 55 years old. So he lied about his age. It's actually plus five. Okay. And he has only, he has only two children and they are babies. Okay. They are very young. The children are very, very young. So that means it was with the mother not too long ago. The boy is with the mom and the girl as well. And they have not divorced like a lie to me. They are in good terms. And then she went on to say, I need another baby. This is the part that shook me. She said, I need another baby. It's been 5 years with him and no child. I've done several check. I've done several check back home in Nigeria and there's nothing wrong with me. Okay. And she said, Auntie B, I still love him, but I don't trust him again. I don't want to leave him because I am still new here. I need someone to guide me through it. If there's any problem, he did not allow me to do WhatsApp or social media. Mhm. Okay, so that's one of them. When I read that one, I was like, are you kidding me? You want to have another baby? Is baby your problem now? So actually, that one was not the first email. This is a response to the one I sent to her. So this is the very first one she sent to me. The first one she sent to me was, hello Auntie B, how are you doing? And your family, God bless you and reward you for all that you're doing. You're doing a good job. And she said, of course, and I responded to her and I said, oh my God, I hope you are still in the UK because she told me that he was going to deport her. She said, I'm still in the UK. After so much begging from my parents, he did not take me back to Nigeria. He agreed that anything he tells me to do, I must do it. Otherwise, he will deport me back to Nigeria without telling my parents before they will start begging him again. And to be, he said I should not work. I shouldn't do any social media. He monitors all my calls. I don't have top up to make calls. That means she has a pay as you go phone. When someone says top up here, it means they have a pay as you go phone. He did not know that I copied the internet password that I used to log into my email account on my phone. And that's why I'm able to reach out to you. He was the one that opened the email for me during my spouse visa application, and he knows the password. Auntie B, please tell me what to do in case he wants to deport me back to Nigeria because I don't know his mind. I don't trust him again. Since they introduced your channel to me, I started watching some of your videos. I ignored so many red flags with my husband's relations back in Nigeria before he carried me to come to the UK. I made a lot of mistakes thinking it's love. Auntie B, I wish I knew your channel before. You are God sent to womanhood. God bless you with good health and long life. Okay. So that's one of the responses. Like, I'm not reading them the way she sent them, but you get the gist. Because a couple of emails, so I'm just trying to go through them. Okay. There's another one. Okay. I think I've read this one. There's another one. This one is about four. Because when I finally responded to her, then she responded. I'm not going to read my response. It's not necessary for me to read my response. Let me read another one she sent. So she said, Auntie B, my story is long. This is just a summary. There's a lot of things I ignored during my relationship. I didn't know they are red flags until I started watching your channel. Okay, she said it before. He always told me that I am sleeping around with men, that I'm still having an affair with my son's father. My son's father that I have not even seen for a long time. He said that if I have a child for him, he will do DNA test. I always naked and swear that I am not sleeping around. And I asked him to take me to an oath for him to believe me. See red flags everywhere. See red flags everywhere, my people. Take me to go and swear oaths. Accusation of cheating. See red flags, they knock each other. Naked to be swearing. He doesn't like my son. He doesn't like my son that much. He always sees him with one kind eye. Even my son noticed it and told me that daddy does not want him when we're still in Nigeria. My mommy told me to marry someone that did not like my son because of suffering. Oh my God. That is deep. Wow. Because of suffering. I went through it for my son. I told my mommy that the man loves me and cares for me because of the kind of love and care he showed me anytime he comes to Nigeria. He cared for my family and my sick mother, thinking he is God sent to us. Now that I have arrived in the UK, I'm seeing the kind of man that he is. This is not the kind of man I'm looking for, not knowing that he's a green snake under the green grass. Auntie B, I'm regretting leaving my only son in Nigeria with my sick mother, and I waste good 5 years without a child. I can't speak to my son on the phone when he's not at home. I cannot yet talk to him or relate any issues or ask him for help concerning my son from my husband. Since I came to the UK, my son is in the village. He doesn't go to school because of school fees. I am the only one taking care of my son. The father does not care. Auntie B, I want my husband to allow me to work so that I can provide for my son. I know he provides everything at home and I eat well and buy me credit once a month. And we go to the market together for shopping once in a while. I can't go out on my own. And my parents only call when he went to work or when he's at work. And I have to go out to receive the calls because he has a recorder at home. Now they hear? He has a recorder at home. Auntie B, please, I need your help. You are my only hope. Okay, that is the summary of it. I have a few responses that I responded back to her because when I got the very first email, I panicked because I thought at that time that she's been deported because she told me in the first email that he was threatening to take her back to Nigeria. And that this was back in June when she first sent me an email. So I thought she's been sent back to Nigeria. So when I now sent her an email, oh yeah, there's still a couple here. Okay, there's still a couple here. I haven't finished reading them. Okay, this is the very first one, back in June. She said, hello, Auntie B. God bless you and reward you for all that you're doing. You will live long and eat the fruit of your labor. You will forever be the head, not the tail. God will protect and guide you in Jesus' name and your family. Amen. And then she said again that she's so and from so. And she comes from a very poor background. I am not educated because since my daddy died, it's not been easy for us, and my mommy is sick. I've been married to my husband now for 5 years, no children. Anytime he comes to Nigeria, I will ask him that we should go to the hospital. He will tell me that Nigerian hospital is bad. That immediately I arrive in the UK, we will go for checkup. Since I came to the UK, he will not make love. Anytime I touch him, he will shout at me. It's deeper than I thought. Auntie B, since the one I arrived in the UK, it's been hell. I don't know he has a recorder at home and camera monitor. Everything I said to my parents because when I was cleaning the house, I saw many wedding pictures with him, of him with different women, different ladies he married before, and so many naked photographs of ladies doing BJ on him. Back in Nigeria, he did not allow me to keep friends or do any social media. He said I should not listen to any gossip. Auntie B, my story is very long. I want to go to the issue at hand. Okay, this is the very first email, like I said. 6 days ago, I asked him, what are we doing? Are we going to sit like this and be watching ourselves? That we should go to the hospital and check. He started shouting at me that nothing is wrong with him. And he started insulting me and my mother. That he will not continue the marriage with me. That he will deport me back to my parents and divorce me and marry another wife. And then he called my parents and told them that he has booked tickets and he will call the immigration to cancel my visa, that this is a sham marriage and annul the marriage. He wasted my 5 years. I went through a lot in Nigeria thinking that it's because we are not living together. But when we start living together, that things will go well. Auntie B, please, I'm on my knees. I'm begging you, with God, help me. I don't know anybody here except God. And you are my small God and my only hope. I am not educated. I'm new. I don't know what to do. He said we will go this month end. That was in June. This month end, once he receives his salary, that I should start getting ready. If I cook, he will not eat. If I greet him in the morning, and when he comes back from work, he will not answer me. I will just stay inside the room and he will stay in the parlor. Please, Auntie B, you tell me what to do. I need your help and Obudu Farm support. I am writing to you secretly. God bless you. So that was the very first email. So the way I read it, I've just read it from the last to the first, but you get the gist. It's the same thing. So this was the very first email she sent to me back in June. I was panicking when I saw the email because I didn't see it in July. And I was like, oh, I hope she's not gone yet. I hope she's not been deported because we have one case of an imported wife. You remember her story? That was taken to Nigeria in the guise of going on holiday. She's still there. 4 children taken away from her. That is one of the most traumatic stories that I've shared on this platform, that it hit me so hard that people can have this kind of wickedness in their hearts. That other lady story, she has 4 children. she had two children here, and she was pregnant when she was deported. I can't remember her name top of my head now. Anybody that remember? The story is still here. Then she gave birth in Nigeria. The husband took her papers away, took everything. They are Igbo people. They are Igbo. These ones are not Igbo. These ones are from Benue State. These ones. So that one, her children were taken from her, including a new baby. She got another baby in Nigeria, came in four children. And do you know what? She sent me a message the other day because we are still working with her with the help of some of our partners here, whom God will help me to bless. Do you know what he did? He took four of her children, took her passport away, took every access she has to come abroad, and gave the children to her parents, to his parents. Guess what? She sent people, the neighbors who live around the parents' home, back in the east. They live in Onitsha. They said the children are suffering. Nobody's caring for them. They employ a house girl to be caring for them, and you know how that goes. So that is, whenever I see that young lady, it breaks my heart. How do you take four children from a mother just because you have the power? See, some people, the karma that is waiting for them, when it hits them, people will be wondering, what did they do? You cannot oppress people like this with your power, with your money, with your resources and position, and think that God is going to smile at you. It might be well with you now, but your end will be disastrous. You cannot do that. You can't. And Mercy, you guys, you remember Mercy? Her name is Mercy. Yeah. So this one is a similar one. So when I heard this one story, this one I'll just call her Amina. I kind of it triggered me again. I was like, oh my god, this is Mercy story going to happen again. What's going to happen now? And then I quickly responded to her and I said, I am so, so sorry. I didn't see your message on time. I'm just saying it now. Are you still here? Just let me know if you are still here. That is all I need to know. Are you still here? And then I didn't hear from her for weeks. And I thought, oh, this girl, she's back in Nigeria. Then from nowhere, she answered me and said, Auntie B, I'm still here. That's when she now sent me that email when she was explaining how uh, the parents stepped in and begged him and he left her. So let's come to the issues. 28-year-old young woman with a 55-year-old man who has been married multiple times. So we talk about the issue of imported wife here all the time. I'm going to share my link. If you've got any advice for this young lady, please, let's make it sharp, sharp. We talk about imported wives all the time. We talk about how people will go to marry people from Nigeria for different reasons. And we also talk about how young ladies in Nigeria, some of them don't have, like this one, they married her from the village. Okay? And she mentioned the area, but I don't want to mention it just to protect her identity. Okay? Uh, it's a remote area, very remote village. That's where she was married from. Mhm. And now, of course, she won't know because the man was gracious to them when, he went to Nigeria. He was helping them, taking care of the mother. And it seems like he's a knight in shiny armor who's come to rescue their family. Remember, she has a baby. She had a baby at 19 from a poor family. She doesn't have any resources. Her mother is sick. Her dad is late. What's her hope? So when this man from the diaspora, who is over two times her age, who is old enough to be her father over again, came and said, I want to marry you. Of course, the mother will advise her, marry him. He will take care of you. And that's normal. That's very, very normal thing that. And now she's here now, and it's not working. Hmm? The man goes to work. Tonya is asking whether he goes to work. Yes, he does go to work. He goes to work. So I've managed to gather some information. I'm not going to share them for due to the nature of the matter. Let me just keep some of those information private. Okay, I can share it privately with anybody who wants to help. But the thing is that she's been here and she's only got here this year, And to her, she's a small girl, not educated. What does she know? She's happy that finally I've come to meet my husband. We'll have another child now, since she doesn't have a child for the man yet. Remember, the only child she has is from a previous relationship where somebody said they are going to sponsor her education, got her pregnant, and dumped her, right? So she's thinking, oh, I'm going to get pregnant now and have a baby. So she started saying, let's go to hospital to do tests. Of course, uncle is not interested in. He's not even sleeping with her. She said that anytime she even say let's sleep together, the way he will get angry. So I'm wondering, what is the game here? What was his intention of going to marry her? Is it just so he can have a wife at home? Is it just so that people will say he's married? Is it to look for someone to cook and clean for him? I don't understand. What was the game plan of marrying this girl and bringing her here? I don't know. Hmm? I don't know. So she's in his house. She cannot walk. She cannot make calls. He's recording every move she's making. For him to have, recorders at home and, cameras at home, that means even when he's at work, he's monitoring her, right? I had to advise her all the emails she sent to me. I said, delete them from your phone and delete them from your deleted, from recycling, so that because he can still find them. Okay? So this is what it is. I don't know, my people. I tire. I just tire. Why will a 55-year-old man go and marry a 28-year-old small girl without education? In the promise that I will help you, the mother who is aged, frail, and sick gave the child to him, thinking that she's going to have opportunity of a better life. She's here now. I mean, some of you brothers out there who listen to me and you say, you're always bashing men. Why is it there's always negative stories you share on your platform? You never talk positive story. If this is your sister, would you keep quiet? Since you want positive stories though, kumbaya stories of happy marriage, because you don't know any happy marriage around your life. I'm asking you, if this is your 20 something year old, 28-year-old's younger sister, would you want her to be in a strange country, a foreign country? She knows nobody, she has no friends, she has no family. We don't know whether she's even registered, whether she has national insurance, whether she has a bank account. We don't know. I don't think he's done anything to even settle her. Every day is the threat of deportation. So he put her on a leash now that if you don't behave, I will deport you. This is what this man is saying to her every day. Would you just look away because you want to hear happy stories about successful marriages? I want you to answer that very, very honestly before you come here and say, all your stories are negative. You're always bashing men. You're always talking negative stories. That's why this and this and this. Okay. I'm going to start taking people's call now. I'm looking for solutions, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. As depressing as it is, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so it's solutions that we're looking for. The issues are there already. Okay, if you are just joining us, you can actually rewind. You can rewind a live stream. You can just take it back and watch it from the beginning, so you hear what the issues are. It's a quick story of a young lady that was brought here, married from a poor family in Nigeria. She has a son in Nigeria. Now she cannot even talk to the son. No money. The son cannot go to school. He just literally brought her here, kept her at home, and she cannot go out. She cannot make friends. No social media, because I don't want you to listen to gossip. And she doesn't know what to do. She's trusting you guys, Obodo Farm, that because she knows from the other people's stories she's seen on this platform. And that's why all of you, God will bless you. Honestly, you guys are saving lives every day on this platform. I'm not doing it alone. We are doing it in collaboration. Without you guys, I can't even do it because it's too much. It's endless. It's too much. Right. What are solutions, my people? How do we help this young lady? That is what we are looking for tonight. Okay. Sister Rita, good evening.
Good evening, ma. How you doing?
I'm fine. Welcome.
Thank you. Don't worry, we will soon talk soon. It is well.
It's
Nah,
okay.
this matter, he tie wrapper, he wear gele. We go wear and trouser. I want know whether this marriage, na real marriage, abi they be owe the man, they carry and give him as debt.
And they know I'm more as far
Because
as I'm concerned, though, for what
person
he
when
tell
see,
me.
person,
He said that when he come,
you
now
know
wait
say,
for they do sales girl. Now they meet her, and they can't say like him. Mm-hmm.
because person when carry money, go pay woman bride price. Can't carry am all the way, can't reach where he saying they go. I dey speak pidgin English so that make them not flag this our video.
Mm-hmm.
Then he can't reach here now. He can't sit down. He need a touch am. He no want me she do anything. Okay, waiting in one. Why he bring and come?
I don't understand. If I say I understand, I lie.
Now the thing they confuse me. Oh. Why you bring and come? You know one time. Why you bring and come? Now be my question why they ask you. Whether they carry her pay debt. Because you know say these Benue people they are crazy people. Benue people know well. Oh. If person even carry him own wife, give kola nut, give him friends, say na drink, may take and go inside house. Now make I dey speak pidgin English so. Because those people, you know say we get boundary with them. Those people they craze. Person fit carry woman wey pay money for head, carry and give him follow friend wey visit am, tell am say oya na your turn. He follow brother. I get friend wey be say he marry husband finish. The husband say if you no sleep with him brother, say the marriage no go hold again. They get pack and low comot. I no tell you say them say.
Who is
So
this
these
one
people
now?
they
So, AYism,
so
you are very close to being blocked. You are on the boundary of blocking now. Now blocking be the next one when you go receive now. Which day you don't see say we carry husband and wife come here, come dey interview them before. You don't see us carry husband and wife come here, come dey interview them. Somebody they hide. Anyway, make I no address you. Say one more
Mr.
word and you
B,
be
leave that.
blocked.
Mr. B, leave that person. I beg. You
One
don't
more
know wetin they talk. Leave am.
nonsensical word from your mouth, and I will block you.
He no know wetin they talk. Leave am. The person they tell you say you no even let am say make call, make he do anything. Carry record and put inside house. You dey say make they go
We
bring
wan
am,
go,
make they go
we
bring am
will
come
go
for me.
interview am because we be social services. Now, as I dey here, so
No,
now
we'll
my
be
office
court.
I dey when I wan go interview am.
We'll be
Now they
Supreme Court. We'll go find am.
nonsense.
Sister B, leave that human being. Wetin I go talk be say you see say when they say person jagba, they no go know wetin make the person jagba. Make she kukuma carry her load comot for that man place. As far as say she fit comot for house go make call outside, she can still live.
Where she go?
Sister B, the one wey
Mm-hmm.
japa comot for that man hand, na where he go? He no run go meet police.
Okay, to go police, you need evidence. Because you know say they know they take our people serious.
Yes,
You know
because
why they
of
know
the
they
two
take our
line
people
now.
serious? Because we know
I
they
know.
know we know they follow up.
Yes,
Hmm?
I know. Oh, Jesus, how she
Brother
forget this guy? She no
Stephen,
get
oh,
anything
you
to
are
do.
here. Okay. Just hold your thoughts, Starita. Make her let Brother Stephen
Okay.
talk. Brother Stephen, good
Okay.
evening. Unmute
Auntie
yourself, Brother
B,
Stephen. Good
Auntie
evening.
B, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate you so much, and I really thank you for what you're doing. May God bless you. Can
Amen.
you hear
Thank
me?
you. Yes, go ahead, please.
Hear
Okay.
you.
The advice I'm going to give to the young lady is number one, she should calm down. Because in this type of situation, if she's filled with anxiety, she may end up doing something, or I mean, she could end up even hurting herself because she'll be overthinking and it won't be good medically for her.
Okay.
So, yes, the first thing is for her to relax. She should not be worried whether she's
Mm-hmm.
going back to Nigeria or whether she's staying in the UK. She should not be
Mm-hmm.
worried because
Okay.
if she is worried, she will fall into deep depression and it's not good for her mental health, even for her overall health.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing is she should relax. That's number one. And number two is she should not say she because she's not educated, so she won't know her rights. That is a
Yeah.
fallacy.
Yeah.
Being educated does not mean you attended the four walls of a university. That's the biggest lie of the century. No. So she
Yeah.
should equip herself and pretend like she say that okay, she greets him, the man does not respond, she should continue doing that. I mean, try her possible best not to allow anything to maybe anything that will involve fighting or quarreling. She should make sure she avoid those things.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, is that there are many ways that she is in the UK or that she's sponsored does not mean she will be a slave.
Mm-hmm.
You know, men. I'm sorry to say this. I'm a young man. I'm just 31, but I've come to understand that there are men out there that OE does not mean that the person is sensible. I mean, there
Oh
are
no,
men
of course. Oh yeah.
who will actually
Yeah.
just because I brought you to abroad, so I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
have that's right
Yeah.
for that mentality. No, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying there are not bad women out there. Of course they are, but
Mm-hmm.
I want us to kind of calm down. Both men and women we should calm down. That we in abroad or we whether you're in the UK, you're in the United States, you're in France, you're in whatever, you should calm down. You should not see it as a right. So someone whom you help, you brought that person over to the state or to whatever country you are, and the other person will now become a slave under you. That's a big lie. That's wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
That's wicked, and this is typical among we the black folks.
Mm-hmm.
This is unheard of. I live in New York City. I lived with Mexican Americans. I see how they behave. There's this brotherhood among themselves. The wives that actually brought their husbands to respect their husbands. The men that actually brought their wives also respect their wives. So I see no reason why we the black folks will be mistreating the other party. It's unfair. So I would say she should calm down. She should relax. Nothing is spoiled yet.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many ways she can. The thing about it is that if she's truthful, that's number one. Because one
Mm-hmm.
thing about this life is if you are truthful, you are going to have forces behind you, both physical and spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
So let her be sure that her story is real. If
Mm-hmm.
her story is
Yeah.
true, definitely there will be a light for her. That is the truth. Nobody you cannot victimize somebody and go scot free just like that. No, that's not true.
Mhm.
That's not true. So the thing is, you should not use that as an excuse and say, "Oh, I'm not educated, so definitely let me
Yeah.
be a slave or something."
Because
What
she
if the
keep she
man?
keeps repeating it all the time. I'm not educated. I'm not educated.
Oh, it's
You know,
no,
but
no,
she can
it's
read and
not.
write. That's all you need.
It's not. There are many. I can tell you wholeheartedly, with all sincerity, there are many social workers out there who could listen to our story. I know that there are actually most people actually denote Africans as not saying the truth, as being untruthful in some cases and some things like that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If she's truthful and sincere, let her make sure her story is real. If her story is truthful, definitely there will be help for her. And she should comport herself. There are people that could listen to her story. Now, there are many emails, for example, now, let me say there are many inquiries you want to make. You can go to the embassy of the United Kingdom. Definitely there will be an email. You don't need to in her case, she don't even need to involve a lawyer. This is a very simple matter. If she's been maltreated, if she's treated like as a slave, if she's been threatened with deportation, nobody can threaten you with deportation as far
I
as they are
think what she's
legal.
afraid of is that he keeps saying he's going to cancel her visa and send her back.
No, no, that is not true. If nobody can just make a threat to you, nobody can make a threat to you. And that's what I'm saying. Let her make sure she doesn't have anything that will
People,
implicate her.
people keep saying in the comment section, let her seek legal advice. Let her seek legal advice. Somebody that just came to UK that doesn't even know her left from right.
Let
Eh?
her, you,
You
you
need
you
to. We
begin
need
to
to give her advice that is practical, something
you
she
begin
can
to
do.
seek for you begin to
Which legal
seek for
advice is she going to seek?
you begin to seek for legal advice when you have the money. You begin to
It's
seek
not even
for
about the money.
legal.
Where is she going to go to? Where does she know? She
That's what I'm
just literally
saying.
came
It's
this
not even
year.
about the money. She cannot go to anywhere.
Which legal advice?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Thank
And
you
that's
for
what
that
I'm
statement.
saying. That
Yeah.
is the another thing again is if she can let her see there's nothing that cannot be resolved. I believe, even as a Christian, they always say the heart of a man is in God's hands. I believe that so
Mm,
strongly.
mm,
I come from a Christian background, and I can tell you wholeheartedly that there's nothing that, that God cannot do in the twinkle of an eye. So I know that there are men who actually see themselves as lords. Okay,
mm,
so
Yes.
sometimes one needs to be foolish to get what you want.
And
I mean,
mm,
you pretend like you know nothing to get what you want. So I will say that if she could, I mean, keep on, let her avoid any, the man keep on talking, let her not reply back, let her avoid anything that incriminates her, any
mm,
implicating issue, both in
mm.
messages, both in voice notes, both in anything that open, so that no matter where the
She
man
can
takes it
plan.
to
Yeah, she
or
can plan
plan
her
against
escape.
her,
Yeah.
the law will not see something that will make them say, okay, yeah, this man is saying the truth. You understand what I'm
All right.
saying? So
Okay.
let her
Thank you
avoid
so
anything
much.
at all that will,
Mm.
yeah.
Thank you, Brother Steven. I appreciate you, Brother Steven Uche. I can tell there that you really care. God bless you. God will care for you too, my brother. You know that it's not all brothers that are Mongo back. There are some of you out there who
yeah.
are really good. You are good. Every bone in your body is good. But unfortunately, this Mongo Park, like someone said in our last show, they know how to target people that cannot, they target their victims. You see how this one is carefully planned? You go village, you look for small girl, she
Yeah.
not go school, you get one pikin for home, mama poor, papa no dey, who go help you? You know see am? So Starita, wetin finish make I add
But
other
how it
people
can't
for
be say, how, okay, how it
carry
can't
am,
be
carry
say
am.
you carry this girl come, they touch am. They touch am. You don't want to do anything with her. Okay, why you keep am now? Now the confusion with me I dey inside with this. Why you
Some
keep
people
am?
for comment section dey talk say e no dey go that way, say maybe na the other way im dey go.
Now wetin me I dey think be that too. Oh. E be like say okay, if they go the other way, now who force am make e bring and come?
I don't even know
Okay,
what the
how
law says
long?
about recording people. Can you record people without their permission? Don't you even need consent for
They
you
don't
to
know
put
wetin they
recording in your
talk. Sister, believe those people. They don't know wetin guys. You see this man, even that one alone wey he put for house alone, go fit implicate am with this girl.
But na im
Okay,
house
for
now.
how
Na im
long she
house.
go
If you
wait?
talk say na im house, so you get right to put
Okay,
recording
for
for
how
im
long?
house.
For how long she go wait? For how long
Okay,
she go dey wait
if you
now?
wan
Now
go
they ask
police,
question
people dey
now.
say make go police. With what evidence? Wetin you go tell police if you reach there? You no talk say they beat am o. You no talk
You
say
know to say they beat
give
am.
am food o.
But
You just
sister,
talk
sister
say,
B, sister B, no
mm-hmm,
be until
mm-hmm.
person beat person. No, they all the
I know,
restriction
I
wey they give
know.
her alone. Says
I'm
it go
talking
cause am
practical now,
depression.
Starita. Yeah, I dey hear
Yes.
you. But I'm saying if she won't go police, what is the evidence she's going to take to the police? What if she go tell police?
How?
Because for police, that they work with evidence. What do you want tell them? So she needs evidence. How I want take go police, go tell them say, no, let me walk.
Wow.
Lock me for house, bring me come here. I don't day here. So and so number of months. The emotional abuse day, but you need to gather evidence for emotional abuse. They take time, and you need to be very, very have a method. You not easy like that. You not be the one will be say you don't take picture of bruise. This one different.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm sure that there are people out there who have, I don't know, advice of
I
what
be
she can do
sister
because
B, whether she go fit afford to buy any phone which she go fit keep somewhere, take do recording. Is it possible?
I want to say money to buy phone. She know they work. He said they buy and top up once a month. He said that they go market together. She know they leave house by herself. So if he go work, she fit come out, but no say camera dey the house, but maybe she fit come out for 5 minutes. But I don't know. I don't even know whether she get bank account. How you want to see money? Even if I want to say, okay, make I send her money, may buy small phone when the man no go bug. I'm not sure say whether she even get back. I don't know whether she get bank account.
Sister B, now which side where she dey? I know my carry money go give am.
We'll talk that one later privately. Now
Okay.
UK she did,
All
but
right.
I don't want to talk the area where she did in case the Mongo Park see this video.
Okay. All right. No wahala.
All right,
Okay.
thank you,
No
my
wahala.
sister.
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
well. Lizzie, you are next, but your connection is not very strong. Can you fix it so that I can add you? All right. I'm going to add Flora. Hi, Flora.
Hello. Good evening, Auntie B.
Welcome. Where are you joining us from?
I'm in the UK.
All right. I need a lot of
Yeah.
people from the UK tonight, please, because countries have different laws. So if you're in the US, as much as you want to empathize, you might not have the solutions as to what will work in the UK. So
Mm,
welcome, Flora.
thank you. So yeah, I mean she can go to the police, but there's also other agencies that can support her if she feels that she's ready. Now I'm on Department of uh the Department of Health, the UK, about advice about domestic abuse. There's so
Mm-hmm.
many ways as well. So she needs to know steps that she can take, if she feels that she is frightened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they talked about going to the pharmacy. So if you go to any pharmacy and
Mm-hmm.
you just give a code, and the code they are saying is Annie,
Annie,
ANI, yes.
let me put
And
it here.
yeah, and the pharmacy will know that that is domestic abuse.
So
So
go
it's
to
a
the
code.
pharmacy.
You say ask for Annie. So if you go to pharmacy, just ask for Annie, ANI. It's a code word. So if you
Okay.
are experiencing domestic abuse and need immediate help, ask for Annie in a participating pharmacy. Annie stands for action needed immediately. If a pharmacy has the Ask Annie logo on display, it means they are ready to help. They will offer you private space, provide a phone, and ask you if you need support from the police or other domestic abuse support services. So
Right.
there's also another thing called Safe Space. It's also available in Boots, Morrison, Superdrug,
Mm-hmm.
and TSB Bank. And it's called Safe.
Morrison.
So it's Morrison,
Mm-hmm.
Boots, Superdrug, Well Pharmacies,
Mm-hmm.
and TBS Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go in there. Once you are inside,
Mm-hmm.
specialist domestic abuse support information will be available for you to access.
Right.
Many safe spaces are also prepared to respond to Annie as well. So if you go in there too and say Annie, they will also understand what you're saying. A is capital ANI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, and then women's aid as well
Mm-hmm.
and support. And there's something, if she has phone, there's something about, I just gone past that area now about dialing 55 as well,
Mm-hmm.
to get support. So there's the domestic abuse helpline, and there's Esther helpline. There's a phone number. Do you want me to give it?
Please.
Yeah.
What's it
So
called? Esther Helpline.
yeah, Esther.
Mm-hmm.
Estia. It's like that, Auntie B, you are a social
Put in the
worker. You know
comment section.
Estia?
Yeah. Put it in the comment
Yeah,
section. Yeah.
yeah,
Hence.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Estia, and it's 0220.
That's HESTATIA, right?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
They used
The
to
phone
support
number.
women as well. They support women with housing as well.
Yeah. What's the phone number?
DG. Their number is 0203
0203
879
879. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
36.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not writing. I don't know what's happened to that. Um,
0203. They'll provide her with housing as well.
0203. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 879
79. Mm-hmm.
3695. Yeah, yeah.
3695.
Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can call them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then there's so much here, Auntie. If we can go in there,
Yeah.
obviously, if they
What you
said,
can do for me,
yeah,
Flora, if you don't
yeah,
mind, if you can send them to me on WhatsApp, then I'll email them to her because she
okay,
can't talk to me on the phone, you see?
okay. So
Yeah.
if she's really like immediate danger, and she died 999,
Yeah.
and she needs to press 55.
Yeah, it's not immediate. I think
Yeah.
this is just about getting out of a situation where she didn't bargain for
Yes.
this and she's afraid that she's going to be taken back to Nigeria
Yeah.
for disobeying or not
Yeah.
following whatever rules that his crooked mind has
Yeah.
set for her.
So
Okay.
as long as she's decided what she wants to do, because at the end of the day, it's also whether, because she's new to the UK, she'll be scared, she'll be
Mm,
panicking. But like they say, just for her to know that she's not alone and she
mm,
shouldn't be frightened, because
yeah.
nobody has the right to make you frightened. Nobody has the right to abuse you. And you don't have to stay if you don't want to stay, she can
Hmm.
always make. I know it's difficult to make that decision, but
Yeah.
there's so much help. There's so much help, and if we know where she is, maybe some of us can help her. You know.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Please
All
reach
right.
out to
Thank
me
you.
on
All
WhatsApp.
right.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Flora. I really
Okay.
appreciate you.
All
I'll
right.
put that
Okay.
on. I'll put the number of his here on the screen. I believe she's gonna see this. I'm gonna send her a link. Um, Bo is saying something here in the comment section that is interesting. Bo is saying, "I've been making set amount so that you'll be forced to beat her." I guess skills in that regard. Well, sometimes when push, we don't encourage it, but sometimes when push comes to shove, you gotta do what you gotta do to save yourself. Abby, okay, love, you are next. You're welcome. Unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Andy B.
Hi, you're welcome. Are
Yeah,
you calling from the
yeah,
UK?
yeah. I'm calling from the UK.
All right, what do you have to
I
say?
was, yeah, I was just thinking, like, is it possible, since you are in communication with her, maybe if she can give you the address, since she's in a really desperate situation, and the way she's been treated, it's kind of like a modern slavery. And one thing I know that police here, and they do listen to people. To be honest, if you are in situations like that, and if you can maybe call the police on her behalf so that they can go there when he's not at work, when he's at work. And then because you are saying that she doesn't have evidence to report to the police, but once the police get there, she will explain it to them, and she will tell them that there are cameras in this house. This is the only way you can get my evidence. And yeah, you better and then maybe advise them that since I will be taken out of this house, he might come and mess up with the cameras or something. So if they can maybe take the cameras or whatever, or lock
Somebody
the
is
house
asking
so
a
that.
question about her status. So she's still on a spousal visa. And that is what the tricky part of this is, which is a real concern for me. Since she's on a
Yeah,
spousal visa, the police are not obligated to keep her here. They can take her out, but they can also send her back. That's another thing. They
okay.
might not feel inclined to keep her here because she's not a permanent resident here. She's not a British citizen yet. Okay,
Yeah.
because I know somebody who is in who is her own situation is she came with the husband and they have problems, the student visa, not trying to regularize their stay and everything. And her concern is that since she's on his visa, if anything happens, the police are likely to say you have to go back to your country.
But I think when she reports to the police, in her case, they find out that it's modern day slavery, or she's been abused by her so-called husband. I'm sure she will be referred to relevant organizations here, who deals with that, and then maybe they will be able to help her as well, because they will know what to do. And I'm sure they've had so many cases, which are like this. I know that sometimes people as well, set up, play with all these things and then set up. But sometimes I'm sure they deal with so many cases like this where people even don't have evidence, but somehow they will find out, the truth. But
Yeah.
yeah, we can try
Okay.
that. But thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, love, for
Yeah,
your
thanks for the good
input.
work.
Thank you. I appreciate that contribution. We are looking for solutions, my people. Someone who recently came here and facing every day they are saying, I'm going to deport you. So the back story is 28-year-old young girl, you know, very little education, a child in Nigeria, age parent or mother, 55 years old man. He even follows her to the market. You cannot work, you cannot do social media, do whatever. If you do what I say, everything will be all right. But you mustn't. It's like prison, to be honest. That's prison, as far as I'm concerned, because it's in prison that there's a routine. You need to follow it. If you don't follow the routine, then you are back. Then you get in trouble. So the man is saying to her now that if you do not follow my routine, anything pekem you try, you go back to Nigeria. I will send you back without even telling your mother. Okay? How does she stay here? Because that situation, me, I will not, I even prefer for her to go back to Nigeria than for her to remain in that situation. Because we don't know what is wrong with that uncle. He might be unhinged for all we know. Instead of going to delete her. Okay, baby, you're welcome.
Sis B.
Hey.
Hi. This
Hi.
situation is very dear to me because my friend was going through exactly the same thing.
Right.
But the only saving grace for her, which was also a bad thing, is he was beating her and the neighbors used to hear it.
Right.
So they are the ones that used to call the police. So
Right.
it's even the police that eventually came to eject her from the house because she was almost deleting one time.
Mm-hmm.
And the police came to carry her and they said, if you don't, and she had children, they said, if you don't leave, we are going to take these children from you.
Yeah.
And then we will send you back. Because she didn't leave because the man did nothing for her.
Mm-hmm.
She was just in the house. She didn't even used to leave the house. Even shopping, he will go and do it. And the only people that he used to allow her to talk to was me. Because we are childhood friends. So she will be telling me, with Nigeria it's hard. You don't know how to advise those people because you don't know whether they will go and, tell the husband or whatever. But I would be talking to her, trying to tell her to, talk to police or get evidence. But she was afraid because they even threatened her that she had children in there. They threatened her they were going to deport her and hold on to her children. Even his mother was involved.
Mm-hmm.
So this type of men is all about control. They've tried girls there before. It didn't work. So they now go and bring them from Niger and, treat them anyhow to boost their ego. I don't know what the problem is, but I think it's an illness. I think there's something wrong. So my own advice for her, the best way she can get out of it, because now my friend is a citizen. She has everything. She left. She went to go and stay in shelter. Police actually took her to a shelter, handed her over to social workers or social services. Everything. Now she has her citizenship. She has her education up to master's level. I mean, we were both in our early 20s when this happened. This was years ago. So now she has everything. It was so bad that to even see that child, we had to organize that the police has to be present because they threatened to steal the child.
Was it here or in the US?
In the UK, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So my own point for her is to calm down. Just calm down. Yes, it makes you anxious, but focus on your goal.
And what is the goal?
To get out of there, to get regularized, but you need evidence. You need
regularize now.
You need witnesses.
It takes 5 years. I don't think she'll survive 5 years in that house.
But you need witnesses. You need evidence because they won't work without that. I guess my own friend it was easier for her because there was physical. There was physical.
Yeah.
People used to
and
hear her.
These emails she sent us now are evidence as well.
Yes, it is.
It could be considered evidence as well because she sent me email in June. I think the first email she sent me was around 8th of June. So that can be evidence as well. If she was even, okay. Yeah.
But since those people are very intelligent, you'll be surprised.
They are.
Everything that they are doing, the one that is recording her is for his own safety. so that he
Mm-hmm.
knows. I'm sure if she looks in his past, if they're able to investigate his past, they will see that that guy has record.
Mm.
He must have done something to people before that now makes him be in the defensive, because who will
Yeah.
have cameras in the house?
It is so strange that you just go and marry
E-
and the next thing you put camera in your house. That tells
exactly.
me that you are paranoid to a
Yes.
level that is almost manic.
Yes, and he has probably done that before
Yeah.
to a woman, and the woman successfully got away from him and did something to him that he probably has a record.
Yeah. So yeah, he's trying to say this one, no,
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna do me like the other ones did me.
Exactly.
She's paying for the sins that are not hers now.
Exactly. She is.
Okay. All right. Thank
I
you
don't know.
very much.
Is there anybody that he trusts that is her friend?
She doesn't have any friend. Which friend? She just
Family
the only
member.
way you make friends here is maybe if you have children, you go to your school to drop them in primary school and you go to church. She doesn't go anywhere. She's at home. The only time she leaves the house, the man will escort her to go to shop to buy things, and they will come home. She will cook, clean. She will stay in the room. Will stay in the living room. This is the very definition of modern day slavery.
Yeah. Is
Because
there?
you cannot deprive people of their liberty against their will. This is not what she bargained for.
Yes.
How can you say something is marriage and I cannot enter bus to go out? I cannot have friends. I cannot work. What she's even fighting for is if you won't allow her to start working so she can fend for
Oh,
her old mother and her son.
my friend was with her ex-husband for over 5-6 years. He never let her work. He did not even put in one paper for her. He lied that he did it. Even to go out, even to go to church.
Yeah.
Never. I was
Yeah,
the
there are people
only
like
one.
that. I mean, unfortunately, we have people who are so damaged.
Yes.
Yeah, they are very damaged either by, experiences in life, trauma, or whatever it is they've been through, but they are eh, people who are single. And I always say it here, all of you that are single and you think you have problem, you better be thanking
Ah,
God. Just thank God that you don't end up with somebody like this. Seriously
people have serious
damaged.
problem. Oh.
Because how would you marry somebody and then you not put camera everywhere to be watching her?
Mm-hmm. And
He-
the places where he will be doing bad things to her is not where camera will be.
No, he knows where all the camera are.
Of course.
If not that the girl is even smart. For some, this is the thing. Don't underestimate anybody. People are smarter than you think they are. He would not have thought that this young girl now at 28 from the village, all the way from village. If I tell you the village, baby, you go scream. Now village where light and water no dey. Yes, now that kind of village.
Every human being, when they enter self-preservation, they think. They
Ehen.
think
Now you
faster
can't reach
than.
UK now, so you can't find camera. So you can't know say recording they go on. You can't know say camera dey. She now saw photographs of several things going on in the house.
Mm-hmm.
All previous relationship, previous marriages, and all the
He's had
naughty things
previous
he's been up
marriages.
to. Oh yeah.
I'm even suspecting. So I'm wondering if it's not my friend's ex, because I'm sure he go import a new one.
It might be
Because that
Is
one
it in that age bracket 50-55?
around approaching, maybe it should be around 50 plus.
Oh, it might be.
Because
It's a small world though. You never know.
now in work be that they import all this
How old is
innocent
your friend's
stuff.
son?
My friend's son should be over 10 or 11. Her children, the first one should be about 10 or 11.
Oh, how many does she have?
About two, 3, as two.
Okay. All right.
But yes, I don't know how she's going to do it. Maybe she also needs to get a lawyer, somebody that is an advocate that can advise her too on what to do, because this
She
is
can't
more.
get a lawyer. No, she can't. She's not on that level yet, my sister.
But is
She's not
there
on that level.
anybody here that can, volunteer to just work with her
That's a good one.
and advise her? Because
Yeah. If we have anybody in family law who
Yeah.
wants to take a pro bono for
Yes.
charity, please, that can help.
yes,
I
because
can
it's-
work with the person to contact the police. I'm ready to present myself. We'll drive to the place. In fact, I can go and remove her myself. It's something I can do. Honestly, I can.
Since
But
the
the
only
only thing is that I need to be careful because I won't get there now.
yes,
She'll come and say, I don't want to go. Who are you?
exactly.
Did I tell you this is my husband's house? So you have
Exactly.
to be
It's
careful.
very tricky. It's very
Uh-huh.
tricky. Let her use her own leg to go
Mm-hmm.
there to the
Yeah, I
police.
can go there,
The
park in the
lawyer.
street. If she carry her bag and come out, yeah, I take her straight to the police. I can even
Yes.
explain it to the police myself in a language they will understand.
Yes. It's
But
it's,
I
it's
need to know that she's ready. But the way this girl is talking now, because she knows now that she's in prison. This is prison.
of course it is. He needs a prisoner.
Yeah. Why? But why, baby? Why?
Sis B, the thing is we have to realize as we are getting older that a lot of people they are not okay. They do things that are not normal. They do things that normal people don't do, and it's for their own self-aggrandizement, or how do they call it, so that they can feel maybe they outside they are nothing, inside their house they are a king, so it makes them feel good to have somebody that is a servant, does things at their own
So
will.
just dominate somebody will make you happy
Exactly.
to dominate somebody.
Dominate another human being. Yes, there are a lot of people like that. Some people like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I wish her the best.
Thank you very
She
much.
should
Yeah.
gather her mind together and just focus and say, okay, this is my goal. This is what I want to do. I want to get out of here. I want to. It's very difficult when it's not physical. When it's
Yeah.
emotional, it's very hard to prove. So she should settle down and see how she can gather evidence. And when she feels she's ready, when she's hard enough and she's truly ready, carry herself as if she's just, I don't even know if it's even like to church that they are going or wherever they can go together. Maybe she can start screaming for help in public, crying,
That's what I
screaming.
thought. The first email, I didn't read my response to her. The first email I sent to her, I say, if he tries to take you to the airport, start screaming. Be
Yes,
kicking and shouting and
fall on the
fighting him.
floor,
People
start
will call
rolling.
police.
Even
That's
if
what I told her.
when you go outside, when he lets you go outside like this, both of you are outside, even if it's not to the airport, but you've had enough, you have your evidence with you, just fall on the floor and start shouting. Anywhere you see police, just fall on the floor, start screaming, tell them that you don't
Yes.
want to go with him, that you
Yes.
are a prisoner, blah blah blah. But make
That
sure
one,
you
it
have
can work. Oh, it occurred to me what you just said now. It occurred to me that any day they go out to the market, she should just start screaming and say, this man brought me
yes,
from Nigeria. He's
yes,
locked me at home. He doesn't
yes,
allow me to have contact. This is modern day slavery.
yes,
If you put
that
it, they say 5 minutes, police will be there.
yes,
Then both of you will end up in police. That can be it can be a route outside
yes,
outside this demonic marriage.
yes. But then again, we have to also before she does that, we have to make sure that she has a pro bono lawyer that can also, wrap everything up together.
And fight for her in case the
Yes,
police decide to, okay,
exactly.
go back
And
to your
then
country.
you are
That
on
is,
the
that is the only thing that is just making me, I'm worried about that because at the end of the day, she's giving 5 years to this marriage. She wants to make something of her life. She said, even if it's to do cleaner, I'm ready to do. My mother is old. She wants to look after her son and her mother. She just wants to be given the chance. Why would you not want to? See, this is about control. You don't want her to work because if she start working, she will make friends. She will have money. So the only way you can control her is to keep her at home.
yeah.
Ah,
That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the reason why he brought her. He did not bring her to be her own human being. He brought her to that's the purpose she's serving right now. So she needs to get a lawyer. She already has a social worker in you. So when she has some evidences that he cannot disprove, make sure that when he's doing things, make sure it is around where the camera is. Try
Thank
to
you.
do things. If she has a phone, she should put it on record and just be, let him be talking. And before you know what happens, when she's ready, big drama. Throw yourself on the floor, be rolling, be screaming.
She will not even think this far, baby. But I hear you because as Jumi is saying that she's not sure. Jumi said, "I'm not sure she wants to leave because she says she loves him and she's still willing to have children with him." Yeah, you see, that is her mindset because
that kind of situation, no children, no triumph.
Yes,
Because imagine.
You see why? Do you know why she's talking like that? Because this is the expectation. Don't forget that she just came from Nigeria. So to her now, If you marry, after 5 years, your husband no dey with you. When he come there with you, the next thing you go want born pikin now,
Yes, yes.
But she doesn't even understand that she's been abused. She says she never heard the word red flag before. So it's now she's even understanding what it is she is.
He really went inside the bush to carry this one.
I tell you now. See now village, where she
The
come
other
from.
ones don't show and shake it, they don't run.
No say una too open eye for city now for all this America and obodooyinbo women. Una eye here. So they want the bush one. But they don't forget, say, person will come from bush one day.
They will find their way.
It is well. Thank you, my dear. Let me add Janet. Janet is in the UK. Thank you so much, baby. Then Janet has some very useful information she wants to share with us. And I believe you're in the UK, right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome.
Hi. I don't know how I came across the channel, but I did.
Can you speak a bit? It's like your mic is muffed.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Are you on the speaker or Bluetooth?
I've got my headphones in Bluetooth. Wait, let me turn it off.
Yeah, because it's not very clear. We need to hear the information you have for us properly, please.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Okay, do you want me to come back to you? Let me add Bio while you're sorting out your audio.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Janet. It's better.
Hello?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you very clearly now. Now you're not hearing us. I can hear you, Janet.
Hello, can you hear me?
Auntie B.
Janet, I can hear you. You're not hearing me. Sort out your audio. Let me take Bio while I wait for you to sort your audio out, okay? All right, Bio, welcome. You say make you don't create drama, make police come.
Auntie B, I greet you. Well, let me first of all start by it. This is not me. Don't look it as me. But what I'm saying here is this life, when it become clear, because this matter, it is very clear according to the story, say this man, they try to outsmart the young girl, okay? And don't enslave this girl, and they use this girl and try to maintain what it not be by installing camera, trying to be defensive. You understand? Installing cameras from maybe past experience, yes or no, we don't know yet, to make sure that no matter how it is, that this girl cannot build up a case. Okay, now, the fact that this Mogo Park never do some things, not mean say they're not there in them. You understand? Yeah. The reason why this Mogo Park never raise hand on this girl is because the girl is still submissive. Use the word wrongly submissive, not just submissive. Wrongly submissive. She's still tolerating the slavery and punishment, right? That is why the man never yet show the true color or trends of Mogo Park, which we already know on this platform, which are consistent. So, like what they do here in the United States, a criminal is a criminal. You understand what I mean? If you've done a crime before and you went out free for that, the police can set you up to commit another crime. It's not a bad thing to do, because that thing you will eventually still do it. What do I mean? Now that the guy has set camera, done this, done that, it is now the turn of the girl to beat him in his own game.
Right.
We have to build up a case. Let us not act like the Nigerian police approach. In this civilized world, we all know the facts.
Yeah.
They don't take your word against my word. Your word against my word is not a strong evidence.
No.
You understand? So she needs to build a case. In this instance, this girl, we all need to come up with a strategy. She has to be patient. Then she will set her own camera too. Even that my own camera will turn out as evidence against her.
When you want the camera, where she go set? She knows sure she goes to get camera.
No, I'm coming. Auntie B, if she likes, she said she not said to. But what I mean, she just need to beat him on his game. That's what I'm saying here.
Okay.
Like, for instance, if before now, maybe She even wake am up 2 o'clock, say go cook yam for me, for instance. They obey, they do all these kind of things, which we know those are like abuse, right? Now, when I say set am up, means standing for her right during a period of time. We can do like a 1 week setup. Do you understand what I mean? Like for instance, all those one wey dey fall and go here, fall and go there. One day she no be say she get where she dey go. She fit just use tight dress, makeup like say she go meet man. She'll just buy comot for house, go stand for junction for 2 hours. When she dey come back, the man already paranoid. You understand what I mean? So e true nature go come out. When you go just ask her, say, where you go? Go say, what it concern you? Okpari o. The grace in him
He go provoke.
go come out. Then he go exhibit that thing when these people not they like. I don't know if you understand. You know? So what am I trying to say here? This girl is just not having evidence yet because she's keeping and obeying the slavery rules. Do you understand? Not because the man is a saint yet. Do you understand? You know? So she need to beat him in his game because in my own opinion, look at the stories other callers have shared here. A lot of people have already said it that, oh, when it happened for my friend, at the end of the day, maybe not the neighbor even call Ogbalegbe for him. You understand? You know? So your neighbor calling Ogbalegbe self is even it made the case even more credible, if that makes sense. Do you understand? You know? You know, by somebody else even calling Ogbalegbe, it made the case more credible. But if she go now and say, oh, okay, I want to go and put emotional abuse, come make the lawyer not get sufficient evidence, a guy the thing will be. At the end of the day, this guy might win all rounder. So we are not saying it as a wicked person. No. I'm not saying that.
I understand.
Yes. So what I'm saying is,
interest. Yes, this is in my interest.
So
if sometimes person know they put hand on you, but what if they do pass down one?
Thank you. You understand? So if now actually good person, regardless of she standing her ground, the person not go do what he not supposed to do normally. Do you understand what I mean? You know? So the devil in him need to really come out. The true him need to come out.
Now, and without the truth, because she see they behave now, Bio, you know, say,
yes, now
you go see beat and later now because she see they behave.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said before they go for all this help and all these things, you go first use if when she don't ready, if she really ready, that's what I'm saying. Now she know nobody can force her also to the river. I cannot force her also to drink water. You understand? So for instance, now if she's hearing me near, my sister will sympathize with you, but let me tell you, you will always fight your battle yourself. Nobody can fight your battle for you. We can always
prison break. We go do prison break. Oh, we go break out of that prison.
Yes. So that prison break now.
Who go volunteer to go with me? We go break out of prison.
So that's why they talk and now say she need to build a case anti-B. Without that strong case, no matter what it is, it's going to be more of your word against my word. That is the point I want to add here. So I don't know how it works in the UK, but I believe everywhere is somewhat similar. So all she need to do, we are not asking her to do this. Let her continue when she's ready.
The whole cremado for be that now. Now the same thing the whole cremado for. Now why and wife they jail be that now. UK is really hot for that now. Modern day slavery is something that is so big right now that they look for Nigerians where they won't put for jail for that matter. I'm telling you.
Like this case now, me and you look at modern day slavery, for instance. If they carry the girl sit down, for instance, now and say, okay, give us 5 points. 5 points. You can prove a modern day slavery. She'll come to talk some kind of things where not make sense in law.
Like they talk saying one bond. You know, you're saying they talk saying I'm picking one bond.
But that one, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you say one picking,
don't let you come out for us. Now picking in our hospital matter, I felt judge for the first few emails we send me. Say the man no prefer and go hospital, make they go do tests. Say they sleep with her, he won't bomb picking for him. I say, are you okay?
That's what we are saying now. So the man can easily deny, say, when did I just stop you from going out? Don't you go out yesterday? Didn't you go out last week? You know what I'm trying to say, you know? So we need those evidence when carry weights. That's what I'm saying. You understand? So those evidence, she can get it. That's what I'm saying. Only when a girl will follow man, say, won't go swear, say not the cheat on her. You don't already tell you, say, this girl is just, even though she knows that she's
He's
been
saying the
abused.
naked they swear. He's saying the naked they
I tell
swear.
you now.
Meanwhile, she don't know anywhere who she won't even cheat with. That's to tell you, say this
Uh-uh.
Baba no well. He's not well. Now, when
Auntie
saying
B.
Gigi put that comment there, say make we dey careful. Not be everybody you see dress up the waka they okay.
Yes, so.
You know well.
Auntie
Person you
B.
just bring come UK
Yes.
this year. You don't know anywhere. She know they walk. You know they go church. You know they go anywhere. You look and for
One
the
slap
camera.
can even save this girl's life. You
And
don't
you dey
know.
talk say she dey cheat with who? Every day
With
she dey
two.
convince you say
That's
she
why they
no
tell you, say
cheat.
one slap can save her life. One slap. Like
Wow.
for instance, yes now. One slap.
You know what it mean, Bo, for you to they all constantly they try to convince person about something where you don't do. Do you know what
Uh-huh.
it does to you mentally to they prove yourself? Something where you know that you go they beg, say you don't do one. And they go to tell you, say no, you do one. He said they cheat with the Peking Papa. Peking Papa where in Nigeria. He say if they even born Peking go do DNA. I say, hey, he they cheat with Peking Papa. Now wow. It is well. Thank
Anyway,
you, BA.
yeah,
Yeah,
that is
thank
my
you, my
own
brother.
personal opinion.
You
I
do
don't
well.
know
You
how it
talk
will
well.
go,
You talk.
but
They feel your passion. You do
I
well.
just feel I just feel she just need to build a case. That's all. Anyhow
Yeah,
she
very,
want to
very
do it,
important.
women can perfect it. I'm not a woman. I don't really know, but however, let her build a case. You understand?
Yeah.
Right now, she's not yet in danger of maybe buying or whatever. We all know that. So watching her closely, putting our eyes on her for 1 week or 2 weeks, and building a case is not going to kill her since we already know what everything where they involve.
Okay.
So within that 2 weeks, if you
I
build
don't
a
get her
case,
number now.
mm-hmm,
And she don't tell me the time where they go. Yeah, and I never talked to her, but she don't tell me the
mm-hmm.
time where they day work. You say, now so and so time they day work. Oh, any other time, if I call, now I go pick the call. Say, man, I not call. I say, okay. So I dey wait. I dey
Wow.
bite. I dey fair dey hold myself. I will call. Then I'll come know more about the situation and we'll talk. No wahala. Thank
All
you.
right. Good luck to her. Yeah, take
All
care.
right. Thank you,
Mm.
Bio. God bless you, my brother. Appreciate you. Janet, let's see if it works now. Hello, Janet. Now you're still hearing you talk. Roberto. Janet, your connection is not good. Baby that spoke about before Bio is the one that is still talking. Jennifer, you are welcome. Please unmute yourself. Are you in the UK?
Yeah, good evening.
Hi. Good evening. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. What do you have to say?
I want to contribute to because I heard a caller talking about because she's under the man, they're not sure if the her papers and all that. She can go to the police, and from there the police can put her in a safe house, and maybe she can be a refugee. If a case is under modern day slavery, you don't need evidence. Your life is at stake. You don't need evidence to show or wait for someone to beat her up to prove that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes, I know of someone that is into that. In short, she was working, and the pay was directly under the man,
Mm-hmm.
and they went to the man was saying they were dragging child's money, and she eventually went to what is it called,
The police.
no, this citizen advice bureau.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they advise her that, one, the man is not supposed to be in charge of the children's money, and
Yeah.
secondly, she need to speak up because her case is modern day slavery, and the man was even threatening her that um they are not going to renew her papers and all that. But because of marriage and love and all that, she's still in that marriage anyway, but that is the advice she got from there. She can go to a safe house, then maybe from there apply for to be a refugee if she's afraid of her papers. She just have to save herself first, then before thinking of papers.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jennifer, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll be able to help her to get out of that situation, because nobody is happy with, things like this going on. I don't know what is happening. Why
Yeah.
someone will go and marry someone from Nigeria and you come here and enslave them. I don't understand. We just need to be human. Omoye is always saying it. We need to be human. Where is our humanity? Where is our humanity? If you think, no matter what other women have done to you, even if other women have wronged you, they've done this to you, you love them and they cheated you, they cheated on you, they gave other people's children to you. It's not this young girl. She's not
Yeah,
the
he
one.
wants her
She's
to
not the
pay for
one.
the sins of
Yeah,
other people.
yeah. She's paying for the sins of other people. Mm? Okay, all right. Jennifer, thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you,
And
Auntie.
yeah, Janet, can you come back? I'm going to try one more time. You need to put your YouTube on mute, right? If you're hearing me, mute your YouTube. You can't be listening to YouTube and be, contributing. It's gonna, the sound will bounce off each other. So put your YouTube on mute so you can hear me. All
Can you
right.
hear me?
Oh yeah,
Is that
sorted.
is that
Thank goodness.
better?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with all due respect, I'm just going to go straight into it. I'm
Right.
going to say I used to work up until 2 weeks ago I was a victim's caseworker. So I used to work with all sorts of victims, including survivors of domestic abuse and
Mm-hmm.
sexual abuse in all types. I would say, please be. I'm very grateful that everybody has a lot to say,
Mm-hmm.
but as I said in my message to you, I'm not sure you read it. A
No, I
lot
haven't had time because it's long.
it's a lot, yes. So I'll just get straight to the point and summarize. A lot of what your audience is saying are quite counterintuitive and quite possibly risky. First of
Right.
all, being number one, at the moment, this is not a police matter.
Right.
Now, because if she go, I presume she lives in London,
No, she's not in London.
or she lives in the UK, in
Yeah,
England.
it's
I mean,
UK. Yeah,
it's
it's
England, not
UK.
Wales or Scotland
Yeah,
or not.
it's yeah.
Okay, good, because I'm very familiar with the UK and London particularly, but it's not police matter because currently there is no immediate risk of harm.
All right.
Her physical well-being is not at risk. So if
Yeah.
she calls the police, although everyone's saying the police will help her, that's not necessarily true,
I knew that
unfortunately.
already. I said that to one of our
Because
sisters in the comment section that no,
the
that's not going to
training is
work.
not there.
Mm-hmm.
They are understretched, under-resourced, underfunded.
They don't have time. There's no
And if
stretch
she's
stretch to
not
life. It's
in
not.
London,
Yeah.
unfortunately for her, there may not be that cultural understanding.
Right.
So, not to say I used to work with police I used to be an advocate. So we used to be the middleman between the service user and the police. So I have a lot of respect for my police colleagues. Unfortunately, let's call a spade a spade. So in terms of the police, I would say please stop advising her. If she's listening, stop advising her to go to the police.
She's
It's not
gonna
going to
listen,
work.
so just say it very clearly and try not to speak your British English too fast so she can hear
Okay.
you. She just came
Okay.
from Nigeria, so try to pace yourself while you are talking. I know
Okay.
you British people tend to talk very, very fast.
Okay, if I'm going too fast, I let me know. So first
Okay.
of all, I would say these are my suggestions. I'm presenting the options available to her.
Right.
Whatever she decides. First of all, I want her to understand that what she's going through is important, is valid, and that it is an abuse. If what she's saying, as your earlier caller Stephen said, is true,
Yes.
then my condolences to her.
Right.
She's doing very well. People don't underestimate what a shock it is mentally and emotionally to come to a foreign country. Let alone a foreign country where you have no support, where the culture is different.
Yeah.
So, and then also just to commend her, to realize firstly, as I say to all my service users, to know that there's something wrong with her situation, with her lived experience, and then having the courage to take a step and to say, I need help.
Right.
I cannot stress, if she's listening, I don't know what her name is, but I just want you to know you're doing
Amina.
very well.
Her name is Amina.
Amina. Amina, if you're listening, I want you to know you're doing very well. Do not underestimate the courage it takes to take the step that you've taken. You have to, the mental barrier it takes to have to say the man that I presumably loved, trusted, you must trust someone to go to a foreign country with them, even
Yeah.
if underlying that is the hope for a better life. So, and then having to the shock, you must have realized this man doesn't have my best interests at heart.
Right.
It's a shock. So you're doing very well. You've taken a bold step to reach out for help. Saying that, I want you to disregard almost everything you've heard today.
Right. Why?
First of all, we only go in what she's told you. So
Yeah, that's how we do on this platform. We
yeah,
don't
so
hear from
I'm
both
just going with
sides.
expectations from
Yeah.
what she's told you and you've presented to us. It's
Yes.
not clear what she wants. So everyone's saying she should leave, she should leave. That's why I'm saying I have a lot of respect for your audience. Please, this is not me disregarding her, but it will not be helping her. And I'm treating this case the way I treat if I
Yeah,
had
but she said what she wanted at the end of the emails. Did you listen
what
when I was reading the
no,
emails?
what did she say?
She
Pardon me.
says she needs help. She needs to get out. She can't continue like this. She needs to be able to get a job. She needs to fend for her son in Nigeria and her aged mother.
So she wants to leave the man.
Yes.
And she
Because
wants
it's
to
not a
stay.
marriage.
So she
The,
wants
ma-
to
the
okay,
man
because
is
I'm
not
just
sleeping with
confused.
her. Yeah, he's not
Okay.
sleeping with her. He's not touching her. He's not allowing her any freedom. He's
Okay.
basically locked her in the house with cameras and recording. She has no access to anyone. She can't walk.
Okay.
She can't go out. She can't do nothing. He's
Okay.
just kept her under lock and key.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for explaining, because I was getting mixed messages.
Yeah.
Because she mentioned the baby, and so if the end goal is that she wants to leave this man, she wants to leave the abuse, and then she wants to stay in the country, then managing the expectations, she needs to be prepared that this is going to be a very long and protracted journey for her.
Okay, how so?
Because presumably she's on a spousal visa. Is that
Oh,
correct?
yes. Yes, you're correct.
Yes. And presumably you understand that currently the UK, and that's why I was stressing England, is a hostile environment for foreigners.
Oh, yes.
You understand? So all these go to the police, go to a refuge. First of all, to go to a refuge, most refuges, you have to pay. So the system is not as clear cut. So that's what I'm saying. That first of all, she needs to sit down with herself. The good thing is, Amina, hopefully, from what the story you've presented, your physical harm is not at risk. That is not to denigrate the emotional risk, the emotional and mental damage you're suffering at the moment. But right now, safely, physically, you are safe. That's the most important thing. What then I'd like you to do is disregard the first caller. I think Stephen again said that you kept mentioning that you are just a high school
Just focus
graduate.
on the advice you want to give her,
Okay.
and let's
That's the
not
advice.
go back and talk about the advice that, because everyone is trying to help. Yeah.
I'm
So what do you
reiterating
think
that
is the way
because
forward, Janet?
so that's the advice I'm giving. That I'm going to give the practical advice, but also
Yes.
that
Yeah,
will not
let's just
work
take
if
that
her mental
forward. Yeah.
advice. So she needs to disregard her insecurity. So long as she can take a sit down with herself, decide what she wants, where she wants to live, then she needs to start gathering evidence. If she can, if she has the freedom to do so, then she needs to take pen to paper, have a historiography of the relationship, particularly since coming to the UK.
Yeah, a
If she
journal.
can
She should start
remember,
writing a journal.
dates.
Okay.
She needs, because everything currently, we believe her because we've been experienced to this, but unfortunately the wider system is all evidence. He says, she says.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to call a spade a spade. If she goes into the system, what she's going to face is she's going to be she's using the abuse as a way to stay in the country.
Flora says that if she has no recourse to public funds, she doesn't need to pay for refuge.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That all depends. So if she has, the first step then is she needs evidence. If she can take the next week or so, write down as detailed as she can.
Yeah, I like that
Dates,
advice.
time,
Get a book, write down
what
everything,
he said,
date,
what
time.
he said, the threats he made. Does she have access to her own passport and her documents?
That's a good one. Yeah.
If she does, it's important to have that. So then,
even if she doesn't, the Home Office has got her visa anyway.
That's fine.
They can assess that on that 2 seconds.
Yes, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's we're telling her. She needs to know it's not going to possibly be a matter of weeks. So she needs to be mentally preparing herself. But
Right.
once she has made that decision,
Mm-hmm.
I'm stressing that because I don't want her to go into it and then realizing that it's taken a long time, and then the anxiety and the fear that
Ajibala, you're
comes.
asking if she can write. She sent emails. How can she not write?
No,
Oh my God,
I'm
my
not saying she
sister.
can't
No, not
write.
you, not
Oh,
you. It's
okay.
someone in the
So
comment section, our
so
sister
and
Ajibala.
then
She sent
okay.
me a bunch of emails, so she definitely can write. Her English, her grammar might not be there, but she can write very well. I think she wrote very well for someone who only
But
has
she's
SSE.
insecure about her education. I think maybe that's something
It
else to
doesn't
use.
matter. This is just, she's coming from Nigeria. Education is a big deal in Nigeria. So
I know.
let's,
I'm just
yeah,
using to reassure her that maybe it's something he's using to denigrate or abuse her. So I'm
it's
just saying that
possible.
she's fine. Then
Yeah.
in terms of email, she can create an email. I don't know how she's emailing you, or she has access to the internet. If
Yes.
she's somewhere where she can go,
So he doesn't know that she has access to the internet because she found a way to get the password. He didn't give her the password to the Wi-Fi at home, but she
so
found it.
okay, I'm not sure how she, but what I'm saying is if she can take the time and go somewhere and create another email address for herself,
Mm-hmm.
she should create a secure email address for herself that he will not know about.
Mm-hmm.
Then that would be what she can be, because you said she should delete everything, and I completely, if he's
Yeah, but
got
I have
cameras
them.
in the
I have
house,
I have the emails.
but she needs to have evidence. This goes back to evidence as well. So when
Mm,
she's contacting all these agencies, if she has a separate, safe, secret email address herself
mm,
that he doesn't know about, that's what
mm,
I'm saying. I'm not sure the situation is not clear
mm.
because this is a show. So first of all, if she can have another email address for herself, then that's fine. Then because I'm not sure about outside of London, another thing is firstly libraries. If she has somewhere where she is, I mean, I'm not sure
No, he
again
won't let her go to the
because
library. No,
he
he won't.
won't.
That won't work. No,
So
she has to be at home.
so she does not have freedom of movement. Okay,
No,
that's
she
fine.
doesn't. No, she
Then the
doesn't.
first thing is she needs to be documenting things. And then that goes to the address I'm saying then that if she's able to contact you by email, whatever
Yeah,
she's
she
doing,
can.
first of all, she should be safe. Then she should be documenting things digitally by
Yeah.
email.
Yeah,
Because
I
right
don't think she can document them by email, but she can document them by journaling, by writing
yeah,
them
but
down,
that's what I'm
and then
saying.
she will hide it.
Journaling digitally, do not write physical pen and paper if she does not have free access of movement. Because if
She can
he's
write. I think she can write on paper, and then she can hide it.
but if
Because with the
she's living
internet, with
under
the
his
one,
roof,
I'm a bit worried about the electronic one because he can find it
but
on
if
her
she
phone. He
okay,
gave her
that's
the phone.
fine. But then she can risk assess herself and decide which is safer. If he can get access to her, because I'm saying if physically he's monitoring her and
Mm.
he's got videos, then there's no doubt, and she's living under the roof and under his roof. I'm just worried that he will get.
So
But
you
if she
said,
has
yeah, I hear you,
okay,
Janet. You saw journaling and writing things down, date, time. Especially
a
since you came to the
histography,
UK,
yes, she needs,
incidents that happened,
yeah.
and everything, writing it down. Then
Any
what
threat, any
from there?
statements, everything, yes.
Statements, everything. Yeah.
What the statements of deporting her, statements
Mhm.
about her son, the
Mhm.
times. It doesn't need to be specific as long as there are estimates.
Yeah.
It's all just to back up her case, because if she goes to a law center, which would be my next point, and she
Mhm.
says this is what we're all sympathetic, and that's what I'm saying, that we are a sympathetic audience, but
Mhm.
unfortunately the
Mhm.
DA system doesn't work like that realistically.
Yeah,
She
if a
would,
woman wants to hide something, she will hide it. I'm
yes,
sure there's a way that I can hide that journal that he will never
that's
see.
why I
Put it
believe
under
in
the bag
her.
of rice. Put it under
That's
the bag of Gary. He will not find it.
Yes. I mean,
Hide
I
it.
believe in your will to survive insofar as
You
you
will
reached
hide it.
out.
Yeah.
So then the second thing is, then she can call the National Domestic Abuse Helpline.
Right.
That's free phone. They have a free phone. I'm sure you can Google that for her and send it to her by email. If you Google
Okay.
National Domestic Abuse Helpline, I think it's an 0800 number, it's free phone. So she doesn't need to have credit on her
Credit.
phone to call them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then she needs to, because then they are the experts, she needs to be very honest with them. I'm treating this now as a case on my table if
Right.
I'm not a service user.
Yeah.
I know she's in a very dangerous situation, but this is managing expectations because, as I say, this is a hostile environment. You've got a Nigerian woman, you're going to go across our native indigenous people who are in the system, unfortunately, unconscious bias exists. So she needs to be as bricked up with evidence as possible. So she needs to be honest with herself. And she needs to, so when she calls the National Abuse Domestic Helpline, she says, okay, I am a new wife to the system. This is what's going on. And, this is the abuse I'm experiencing. Someone tells me it's abuse. Someone gave me this number. I need help. This is my visa situation. What are my options? Then they will tell her the neutral, impartial advice. They will not be a sympathetic audience as we are now saying, oh, this is a bad man. And that's what she needs. But they will help her. I have worked with the National Domestic Abuse Helpline. They will help her if they can help her. Okay. Another charity she can call is Victim Support. They also work with the victim support.
So, Amina, that's the number for the National Domestic Abuse Helpline. You don't need credit to call them, okay? So, yeah, carry on. I'm putting the numbers as you are calling the charities.
Then she can call Victim Support. They are a national charity. Am I going too fast or are we okay?
No, you are good. Thank you.
Okay. They are also a national charity, and that's why I mentioned, is she in London? If she's in England, they have charities, they have franchises across the country, and each franchise or each regional branch has the specialist trained IDVAs. IDVAs are independent domestic abuse, domestic violence advocates. Someone who, as it will hold her hand, explain her rights to it. So what she needs to do is someone to tell her what she's entitled to.
Yeah, so you don't need credit, Amina, because I know you're going to be watching this. You might not watch it now, but you watch it later.
Yes, and also
you don't need credit because
all
credit
these
is
numbers
an
I'm
issue.
giving, most of them I don't think you need
They are
credit.
free numbers. They are free phones.
Free phone.
Yeah.
And then also, so the important thing I believe she needs to do is to get an understanding of her legal status. Which someone says that if she's got a legal, she knows what
her legal status is she's on a spousal visa, and
so
she just
she's got
came.
no recourse. So
No,
so she needs to know
I
what
already
she's
know that one.
entitled
No,
to.
she hasn't got anything.
Yes. So then she needs someone. So then now she needs help to get someone to help her navigate. So those are the three. So she needs Women's Aid Legal Helpline. They also have a dedicated immigration advice service. Those are the three.
So that's victim support. Amina, that's the number. It's a free number. I'm going to get you the legal women aid one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. And then in terms of all these agencies, because it's a domestic abuse situation, she will be going through an assessment.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know Safe Lives.
And your story needs to be straight.
Yes.
If you go there and you start telling them you are trying to have a baby, then you are not serious.
Yes. So that's why I was saying that earlier. Her story needs to be clear, and probably in her email to you, she's all over the place because that's her mental state. So as her earlier person said, don't be anxious. As long as you're physically safe, you are fine. And then
it's not just her emotional state or mental state. This is what she knows.
Yeah.
As far as she's concerned, she's a wife. What are wives supposed to do? You are supposed to give your husband children. Remember, I said she's coming from a very remote village in Nigeria.
Yeah.
All right. So this is her understanding of her responsibility as a wife. And that's why she kept saying, oh, she's bugging him about going to hospital to go and take tests. Why can't you sleep with me? And somebody in the comment section said earlier on, which I believe very strongly, he might have ED, right? He's got ED and he's so ashamed. And that's why he's not sleeping with her. I think that's one of the issues. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know, so I don't want to go into that. But what I will also say, and then my next point will be addressing the cultural points, is that's why I said earlier, she needs to, because I have had colleagues, I have had service users from across the diaspora. I've supported women from Nigeria who have been brought to the country in the same situation. I mean, I think in March, I helped someone and referred her to a local law firm that do pro bono work, and they took her case and they managed to get her a 5-year visa based on abuse. So this is not something that's foreign to me. That's why I'm saying that her story needs to be straight. She needs to sit down with herself and say, this is what I want, to not be swayed by cultural expectations. Once she has made the decision that she wants to leave this man, which, not to pressure you, Amina, that would be my recommendation. But whatever decision you make, the domestic abuse survivor journey is long. It's not straightforward. So if you make a decision today and you change your mind, that's fine. You are being mentally abused. You've got a lot of cultural baggage, pressure as a woman. So whatever decision you make, you stay, you don't stay. You are making that decision, and whatever decision you make is valid. You're the one wearing the shoes. You know how tight it is. So if you decide to go, there is help for you, but you have to stick to it. Don't make the decision today. Don't talk to your mother, and then your mother will say, well, he's your husband.
That's how men behave. Go back.
Yes. So constantly, if you have to on a daily basis, remind yourself, this is your decision. You're 28 years old. You're making that decision. It's a valid decision. Many women have done it before you. They've survived, and you don't need to go back to him. You don't need to have his baby. Whatever it is, to be valid. You're here now, for better or for worse. He chose to bring you to this country, and that's the option you have now. You're staying. You do what you have to do. Don't give in to pressure. Don't give it to your mom, to your friends, to your family members, to family reconciliation. Oh, let's do a family discussion. Do not, if you make the decision to leave, I am begging you, do not facilitate about this. It's easier said than done, but by facilitate, I mean, don't change your mind again if you can, because then that will put you in a weak position. Practically speaking, from a service provider viewpoint, because if you've got someone, and I've had this, if you've got a service user that's changing their mind and not doing, from a practical viewpoint, the goodwill to help would diminish.
All right, thank you
likelihood
so much.
pardon
Yeah, I'm
the
just thanking
likelihood
you.
that they'll take you seriously will reduce.
All
So
right.
you need to be strong. You need to say, this is what I want to do. When you speak to the agencies I'm telling you, Auntie Bridget has put, you need to make that decision and see and go through it, no matter how painful it is.
Thank you very much, Janet, for all the
Yes.
gems. You're speaking from a professional place with so much experience and all these numbers. We appreciate you. Thank you
And then
very much.
finally, it's just know that this will be a difficult journey. This is not discouraging you, but I don't want you to go into this unprepared.
We don't want to scare her.
I'm not
Okay?
scaring her. No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying that it will be difficult.
Yeah.
But just to reassure you, if this is what you want, you will get it. Because as I was saying, just as early as March, April, I helped, not just within the GDPR. I had a service user who was also brought on a spousal visa from Nigeria. The abuse was also similar to yours. It's not physical. It was emotional. It was mental, not so much coercive control as yours. And she suffered it for about 3 years. And then she also had no family or friends. And she also suffered the whole family of, he's your husband. He gave you papers. He spent money and did you visa. You can't, now you're abroad. All of that. The woman is similar to you, but she also stood up for herself. She said, I'm not doing it anymore. She reached out for help, and the journey was long, but she's now by herself. When I spoke to her, when I closed her case, she was going for interviews for a job in a shop.
Amen.
So I
Thank you
just want,
so much.
remember
Yeah.
that. Good luck, and
Thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Janet, for all that presentation. I really, really appreciate your contribution. You are blessed. God bless you. Thank you so much. Okay, we've got Brother Patrick, and I'm about to end now. Brother Steven, you came back, and Flora, you guys have contributed before, so I'm not sure why you are back, because I'm not doing more than 2 hours today. Guys, I'm tired, honestly. So, Brother Patrick, yeah.
Yes,
Good evening,
sister.
sir.
Good evening, Sister B.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you for what you are doing. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I want to thank Janet as well. I really appreciate the professional advice Janet gave. That
Mm-hmm.
was awesome. She spoke my mind. I was driving when I was listening to a story from my work. I was really mad. Like everybody said, she's in a marriage prison, and you guys keep calling her a girl. She's not a girl. She's 28.
Mm-hmm.
She's an adult.
Okay. She's a woman.
She's a woman. So,
Mm-hmm.
by calling her a girl, you are diminishing her. So that really
It's not, it's not, no, that's not the intention. It's just because of the age bracket between them. So it's
okay.
context that matters. We are not diminishing her, Brother
Yeah,
Patrick.
that's what I don't, I was like, what is so
Yeah, she's a woman. Yeah. She's a
like I
woman with a
wrote,
child. Yeah.
yeah, she must know her rights first.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and she must make the decision, like Janet said, to leave. You can't bring somebody to Obodoyinbo and just kick that person. That's wrong.
Yeah.
That's my main pain. That is wrong.
Yeah.
You went ahead to pay the dowry, brought her here, irrespective of the spousal visa or whatever. She has her own rights. She has her life. You
Yeah.
can't do that. And
Mm-hmm.
that was why I thank God that for Janet that came, that she has a case and it's left to her to build it up. Let me give you an example. Somebody wanted to adopt a girl, a British citizen. She has everything. Can you believe they denied her? And
Of course.
that was a column there that said orders.
Mm-hmm.
It was that order that this lady used and they granted her after losing hope.
Hmm.
That is just, there's some column even here in America. There are some things that fight for a lot of people here. So that I'm not an immigration officer. I just look at the form, fill it, and before you know it, they will approve it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is that, this lady has a case. Thank God for Janet that broke down everything. I really appreciate her for that. So it's now left for her to know her right, to make her decision. Like BO and others say, we're not going to push her, but she has a case. She needs
Yeah.
to be free.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, whatever might be the case, ED, we are not saying he has ED, we are not sure, but ED could be corrected. You don't want to put a
Yeah.
human being in your house and just lock her up, put camera. Who does that? Is she in a zoo?
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
want that to
I don't
happen to
know.
my daughter. I wouldn't want that to happen to my daughter. Why did you go
Yeah.
ahead and marry her and bring her to England? What's the big deal about England? You brought her, you can't pay do your husband duty. That's what really pissed me off.
She's even saying that I love my husband. I want us to have a child. That's what she
Because
was
where she's
saying.
coming from, she knows the value, that's the value that is being planted in her. Some women that go through domestic violence will take time before they can report their husband. They will
Our
still want to
society,
they will still want to hang him there. So
our
she
people
has a
are really
case.
broken.
I pray she will listen to all the advices she had today, especially given by Janet. She can follow it, given by other people, so that she can be free. Yes, understanding our legal status. I wrote everything down.
Yeah.
Even the numbers of the National Domestic Abuse Helpline. I wrote everything that I might use for any other person. I
Yeah.
put them down. So it's now left to her to make use of all the options, all the opportunity. Thank you for what you are doing, Sister B. God
Thank
bless you.
you. Thank you so much, brother Patrick. Really appreciate you, man of God. God bless you, sir. We always value and respect your contribution. Thank you so much, Janet, and everyone else that have contributed. Unfortunately, I have to go now. Because, like I said, I'm beginning to feel this train now. There's a lot. Today, I listened to a woman. She sent me this voice note. She sent me the voice notes for days now. I've not had time to listen to them. Problem dey oh, our community get problem. I no know the day where all this matter go end oh. Anything wey we dey bring come dis platform e no even e never we no dey scratch the surface of abuse wey dey go on for our community, my people. E too much. Many people no fit speak come out wetin dem dey go through. E be like say the thing dey go from generation to generation. Before I no know. There are so many things that are broken in our culture, in our communities, that I don't even know how we want to fix it. I don't even know where we will start from, because even when they say, okay, we are moving towards the right direction, people are there that are actively fighting it as if everything is all right. But you can tell that things are not all right with the way people are divorcing every day, marriages are breaking every day. I never see anybody where they happy for marriage, where wake up one day say, I'm not married again, whether you are a man or woman. So many things are wrong. Somebody said in the comment section earlier on that we Africans, we need to learn the rules of engagement when it comes to relationship. We need to be learning from other ethnic people, other race, because we got it all, so we no get am. We never get am right at all. We never get am right. Some people they will be say, they get generation of abuse. Somebody tell me story. She's a medical doctor in the US and was telling me the story of the grandmother. What is she suffer? The mama suffer am, all the children suffer am, and a few of even them, the only people wey seem to fit escape now na the grandch. E be like say dem dey inherit the abuse, because na wetin you know, na so you go behave. So the work e pass my power. I no go lie, my people. E pass my power. It's too much. It's too much, and we're only talking about obodoyibo. We never go Naija. If you go Naija, you go run. You go run. It's too much. I don't know what the answers are, what the solutions are, because people are not even ready. Yeah. Temilade is generational. Temi is generation patterns of behavior. How do we change it? How do we break these circles? Because this uncle so if you look at me, if you want check and well, fundamentally, he may not be a bad person. He may have good intention, but something happened along the way that made him who he is today. They no dey born any all of you that parents, you know now. Children are now wetin they see, how we take train them, wetin they observe, with the experiences where they go through, now they form them when they become adults. So this uncle now, wetin he don't go through from him previous relationship. They don't normalize abuse. Tonye, did you see that video? I saw a video today. I shared it in our UK group. When one woman, and our women be number one problem. When would they talk of abuse now? Women. More than Mongo Park men, now women they perpetuate abuse from generation to generation pass. And that's why we have so many devil, evil mother-in-laws. Now women, now they propagate GV pass. Now in this woman come they talk say, no, they pamper your wife. If you over pamper your wife, she go spoil. No, they over pamper your wife. My people, I don't know. I tire. I'm tired. Honestly, it's too much. The patterns are spiritual, they are psychological, they are deep, very, very deep. I don't know where we are going to start from. People are broken. People have suffered from so much trauma, and we know they take advantage of, things that can help us. Nobody they take advantage of them. If you tell the average Nigerian or black person, African, to go therapy, go tell you say no, it will not help me. Why do I need to have therapy? But you are broken. You're not even thinking constructively. Your ideas about relationship are so perverse. And they continue to they marry. They born children. The children they experience this hell. The children they see all these behaviors and they abuse. They go from generation to generation. My people, if I say I'm not tired, I lie. Oh. I tire. Hello, ho. Now I won't close. Now you can't come. You get 2 minutes. I won't close. I don't. You see, as I sound very tired.
Auntie B, can you hear me?
I dey hear you. The abuse they weigh me down. It's too much for our culture. I don't know what we go do. I don't have the
Yeah, sorry.
answers. It's too
Sorry.
much.
They say
It's too
hot
much.
people that are hot, they end up hurting others.
Yeah, there are
So
too many
this
hurt
man,
and broken people. Broken
yes,
people in our culture. There are too many.
this man, as he is now, the wife, she doesn't even know what that man
has gone through. And she doesn't even know the mental state of that man. Because I joined this show late today, and I was just hearing an advice that said they should set him up. I wouldn't really advise that if that setting up involves beating her up.
No, you know
Because
involved. No, you never reach that level.
because if he trigger out something in him, and we not go pray make he beat him up, can't go kill her in the process of wanting to set him up. You understand? So to me, I feel that that advice that was given to her to go to that place, honey, she should go there. But for now, he's not beating her, and he's just abusing her emotionally. So in this state, she should have a strategy in place, plan. Like a lady called and said that she should have a pro bono lawyer. I think that is very, very good.
Where we
So
want to see the pro bono lawyer now? Anybody where they here, if you're in the UK and you're willing to do any pro bono, welcome you. I don't see some people where they're willing to do pro bono in the US, but for UK, I never see. The only friend where I get for here will be lawyer where for fee help me when I trust say go fee help me. She's into criminal law. So
okay.
She doesn't do family law, and she's a barrister. You understand? So I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
I'm sure,
somebody is watching that can help.
Auntie B, I'm sure her case is not a unique one. You see all these people that work with abused women, they already know how it works. So if she feels that she desperately needs to leave the house, then she should go to that honey, that pharmacy, and seek for immediate help. This is not a unique case. Some men like this, I'm very sure that man putting camera in the house, he has had domestic issues whereby the ex-wife must have compiled evidence against him. Now he wants it to be like, okay, if she goes and reports, he will say that, I don't touch her, I don't beat her, I go out with her, she goes out, she's not a prisoner in this house.
Yeah.
If she's desperately needs to go out, then she should leave now and go through that method that has been suggested. Thank you.
Thank you, Eloho. I appreciate you, my darling. It is well, oh, my people. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I said I was going to do 2 hours, and I meant it today. Thank you, everybody that's contributed. Please give this video a thumbs up. And if you are into family law in the UK and you can help, or you have further advice and information for Amina, please don't hold back. Oh, reach out to me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is on the screen. WhatsApp only. Please do not call. Only WhatsApp. And we will try, as always, to try and do what we can to help her. It's not an easy thing. Like I told you guys, the scope of what we're dealing with is a lot. Abuse in our culture is deeply rooted, is normalized, is a way of life. People accept it. Women perpetuate it. Men execute it. So where we want to start from? It is well, oh. Thank you all, my Obodo fam. I appreciate you guys. Sorry I'm sounding a bit so, I'm not my usual self tonight. But it's too much. It's too much. Before you find healthy relationships where everybody actually understand the rules of engagement and they are actually playing by the rules is hard. There are so many people that are going through one form of emotional, physical, name it, psychological. So many people. Some people they've lost it. They've lost it now. They're on medication now. So I had a woman who sent me an email and I just cried. She sent me a message and she said, she's older than me. She said, I'm older than you, but I'll call you Auntie B out of respect. And she said, because of you remember the story we did, was it last week when Gina came to share her story about Gina from Finland. She was here earlier, I don't know if she's still here. That was the story. And that's why I say to a lot of people who come here to share, please, you don't know what you are doing. No, you are giving people hope. You are giving them assurance. You are giving them the mind to know that they are not alone. The story of Gina, you don't know how many people have reached out to me because of Gina. So this lady reached out to me and said, Auntie B, I don't know how long I'm here for. I think my time might be up very soon because I'm very, very ill. But I have a story to share and I don't want to go with this story. Gina has given me hope. I heard the story of Gina and I want to share. So I'm going to share her story on Sunday, this Sunday. She said, it's a story about forgiveness. It's a story about everything that I went through, the other woman, so many things involved. But she said, every time I try to reach out to you, I can't. I'll write the email, I'll delete it. I'll write the email, I'll delete it. But Gina, because she had the courage to come here and share, this auntie that is older than me reached out and said, Auntie B, I have to tell my story because tomorrow when I'm deleted, because I'm sure I'll be deleted soon, because my health is failing me. But I need to set this record straight and I need to share my story. I saw it and I just started crying by myself. I just started crying. I couldn't hold it in because sometimes when I feel very frustrated, I'm angry, I'm like, why am I even doing this? It's too much. People are abusing me right, left, and center. You are the one that is teaching women to leave their husband. You are the one that is doing this. You are doing this. Why am I doing this? When I see a story like that, I'm like, I'm encouraged. Gina came and told her story, and this woman said, finally, I have the courage to reach out to you, Auntie B. I need to share my story. So she's going to be here on Sunday, this auntie. And she said she's not a Nigerian, but you know how it is now. The thing, not only Nigeria, they now abuse there everywhere. You get root for everywhere. Black people, Africans, everywhere we did for this world. Yeah, sharing story is therapeutic. It is encouraging people. It is giving people hope. It is making people understand that they are not alone. Do you know when you are going through your darkest moment and you feel like you are alone? Like, especially, obodooyinbo is so isolated. You don't want to share with people because you say, they will laugh at me. There are some things that you can't just share. You are ashamed. You are ashamed. You don't want to tell people so that they will not judge you, they will not abuse you, they will not call you mumu. So that's why we are here, my people. That's why we every day, even though it's hard, we still buckle up and we sit down here and share these stories. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you. Thank you for the encouragement. Chats with Mercy, I see you. Thank you. Tonye, this ministry, he hard though. I no go lie. I won't lie. This ministry, why can't I just choose a more easier ministry? Why does it have to be this one? It's hard. Because change is something that people resist. People don't want to change. They are used to a certain way of life. So trying to change attitudes and mindsets, people would label you as the one that, you are the devil. But I'm not the devil. These are not my stories. I'm not going through abuse. I've never been through an abusive relationship. My husband is a gentle, loving, and kind man. But I'm touched by other people's experiences. I want to help. I want to make a difference. And that's why we're here. So this is it. Thank you so much, my people. I'll see you on Sunday. Okay, I'm going to take Thursday off, right? Sunday, I'll be here. Let me take some time off to get myself together and, reboot is not easy. Yeah, it is well. Thank you, everyone. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done that. Annie, I see you. Thank you so much, my darling. I appreciate you. So Sunday, I'm here with our auntie. We set it up. Thank you, Obodofan, for encouraging a woman that is older than most of us here. And she said, I want to share my story and I want, the world to know my story before I check out of this world. Thank you. What can I say? What can I say? Thank you. Thank you all so much. God bless you. I'll see you on Sunday night. Bye, guys. Please share this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're a lawyer in the UK, you want to help, or you're someone in the UK who works in DV, you have information to share, you have advice, you have something that will help Amina. My number is on the screen. WhatsApp only. Thank you. Have a good evening, my people. I love you guys very much. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your support. Realities around you. You are the real OGO. I will never forget you. You were the one that this ball rolling. I will never ever forget. You were the one that started the story. For that, I respect you and I love you very much, my sister. Thank you. I'll see you guys on Sunday night. God bless you. Bye, guys.